that runoff would have taken place on the birthday of the MP for Ashaiman, who has been retained, Mr. Ernest Norgbey. Congratulations.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much.
How do you feel?
And I've worked hard as well. Who loved me to extend that they want me to continue to be their MP. So I'm very much happy about that. One major problem is the roads. The roads of Ashaiman is very deplorable. In fact, if you get to Ashaiman, there's no single road that is motorable. Almost all the roads, those that were done by John Dramani Mahama and John Atta Mills, has also gone bad as we speak now. So major problem in Ashaiman is the roads. Moving from all corners of Ashaiman, the 22 roads, the main road, the inner roads are all deplorable. Aside that, we have job issues. Job for the youth is also a major issue in Ashaiman, but the roads is something that we cannot comprehend in Ashaiman any longer.
During your term, the last 2 terms, so you were working as an opposition MP.
Exactly.
What were the challenges in getting funding for the
official of the government, where one of the residents asked a question, why are our roads so bad in Ashaiman? And the official of the government said that you, the people of Ashaiman, you don't vote for the party. You don't in this government, this MPP government Ashaiman, but to no avail. It has been a challenge for me, even this election. The people complain so bitterly about the roads of Ashaiman, but that is not to say that there were no achievement. Personally, I have done a lot in the constituency where the people even saw it and then reposed that confidence in me again. But going forward, the roads are the things that
place for those who didn't live there. What's the reputation you have now?
As we speak now, Ashaiman is safe, Ashaiman is peaceful, and there's no security challenge in Ashaiman. The security agencies in Ashaiman have done a yeoman's job. They have done so well to extend that you will not record any crime in Ashaiman for the past 6-7 years. Sometimes you hear certain crimes, major issue, except they are to a national issue, except that
because there was some collective punishment. The soldiers came over.
Yes.
And brutalized your how many people were brutalized?
Oh, over 200 people were brutalized, maimed, beaten, and also sent to the barracks. And as we speak now, the Committee on Defense and Interior had finished its investigation, presented a report, but as we speak, it's dusting on the shelves of Parliament.
This happened about 2 years ago?
That was 2 years ago. That's March 2022.
So, yeah, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, almost 3 years ago.
So it's like a collective punishment for the people, over 200 people brutalized.
Over 200 people brutalized, but as we speak now, no compensation, nothing has been done.
What was the recommendation?
Brought to book and punished. And also the residents should be compensated. And these two things are paramount to me as a member of Parliament for that constituency. But as we speak now, the House has not even adopted the report. The report has not been discussed in Parliament for the House to even confer on even maybe the Attorney General to make sure that the recommendations are upheld. So as we speak now, it's still dusting on the shelves of Parliament.
So what happens? Does it die with this Parliament, or can the issue be revived in the 9th Parliament?
I think it can be revived. So I'm contemplating, and I'm also thinking to meet my leadership so that we can bring it up, because the people of Ashaiman, those residents who were maimed and brutalized, they must have some form of compensation. Definitely, they must have some form of compensation. I'm discussing with my leadership so that in the 9th Parliament, if we can revive same, that will be...
Of Parliament that you served.
There were a lot of issues talking about Ashaiman incidents, talking about Kaswa incident, talking about the West Hill Mall incidents, talking about something happened in Kumasi. That's the Islamic secondary school. We went there some time ago. The Boku crisis and other incidents. They were major highlights which the committee found it tough to engage this.
Our conscience is still festering. What will be done differently with the incoming administration to bring matters to a final conclusion?
Well, it's good that the citizens of Boku has unanimously decided that they were going to vote this government out. So there was police stations that the government was, where the MPP executives they were recording zeros in those constituencies, which means that by and large they realized that I mean, the chaos in Baku and etc. were orchestrated by this government. Thankfully, the NDC government has come to power, and I think going forward, the security agencies and the government will want to put measures in place so that at least there will be peace in Baku. I may not be able to come out with exactly what the government will be doing, but all I know is that whenever the NDC government is in power, the Baku crisis is at a minimum level. There's no problem at Baku. But when MPP comes, that's where we face those challenges. But I believe strongly that security measures will be put in place for Baku to be peaceful.
In this recent State of the Nation's address delivered by the President last Friday, the 3rd of January, he mentioned that he was pretty proud of a secure and safe country he was handing over to his successor, because Ghana appears to be the only country within the sub-region that has not been affected by terrorist activity. How concerned should Ghanaians be that we are in the middle of a very rough neighborhood with all these threats all around us?
Well, that should not be something we should be so much proud of, that probably he's handing over a safe country to the next government. Because when you look at things that happened internally, the destruction or the killing of the people in Techima South, and then what happened at the West Wagon, these are all matters that were not dealt with before his departure from office. Again, when you look at our territorial areas, talking about Burkina Faso, Togo, and other areas, where we have terrorists attacking and other, the very president, who knows very well that these things are happening in areas like Burkina Faso, you were taking the president of Burkina Faso on for that matter. It is not for him to say that because of no terror attack on the people of Ghana, so therefore he's leaving a safe country to the NDC. Yes, there was something that they brought up which was very good. See something, say something. It was a very good initiative. But that is also to say that one particular, individual who claimed to be the ambassador of See Something, Say Something was able to embezzle over $100 million. Because his state government will have to investigate that matter.
Will this become a part of oral?
It's already part of oral. Not that it will become. It's already part of oral, because such an amount of money given to a single person as an ambassador, say something, that is unheard of. And so sometimes they create opportunities just to get to be able to loot and share, and that is what we are going to invest. But by and large, the security nature of the country, I can say, is good. But what happened just 2 days ago, where they have to promote one particular general to a certain level, is unwarranted.
So he's now Ghana's first 4-star general?
Yes, 4-star general is unwarranted, and I'm sure this government will have to take certain measures on those things, because somebody who is going on retirement, you give him that kind of whatever. So meaning that you want to bring him on board, or you want him to continue serving, and that is unheard of.
What can the NDC government do? Demote him?
Well, when we get there, we'll know how to cross it.
You surely can't demote a general who hasn't promoted, can you?
I cannot tell now, but when we get to that bridge, there are so many things that this government, so many heinous crimes and so many illegalities this government perpetuated.
Election. So just before the election, the Interior Minister, Mr. Kwate, announced that borders were being closed very suddenly, almost just without much warning.
No reason for that matter. But don't forget, in 2016, they said people were coming from the diaspora to come and vote for NDC. And that the people from Volta region are Togolese. And others coming from Burkina Faso. So they were of the view that those people may come back to come and vote for NDC. And so they were doing everything possible, humanly possible, to prevent people from voting for the NDC. But you see, the people in Ghana, not even outside, were steadfast. And they were able, how miserably they lost. In 2016, we were scared. They went there. What's the name? This their former presidential staffer. who contested Punkatamanso seat. I've forgotten the name. He said he was one of the people who went there to throw whatever it is, missiles and other things, and got people scared for them to come and vote for to prevent them from voting for the NDC. But as we speak now, the people in the country, the citizens of Ghana, they were resilient, they were resolute to make sure that it has no effect on the election. It had no effect on the election.
Today is the last day of the 8th Parliament of the Fourth Republic. Tomorrow marks day 1 of the 9th Parliament. Who are you going to miss from the 8th Parliament? Because a lot of them are not crossing over into the 9th Parliament. Who are the people that whose presence you will miss a lot?
I'll miss our old man, Katie Hammond, for his, he's a funny guy, actually. We'll miss him. We'll miss him on that note. We'll miss people like Chairman Sabonso. This is a man, this is an institution. He's an institution himself. He knows the rudiments of the game. He knows the standing orders, the constitution. This is a man most of us look up to. He's a good man, but unfortunately he's leaving us. We may be tapping in his knowledge from afar, and to make sure that we also get to the height he got to. Joe Wise is also a good man. Aveji is a good man, accountant for that matter, who has the figures at his fingertips.
Public accounts.
Public accounts. You know him already. We may miss Aveji as well, and a couple of our people in the 8th Parliament. We may miss them, but by and large, we pray and hope that the crop of new people who are coming in will also learn the standing orders, will learn the rudiments of the game.
For retaining your seat, and I wish you the best in the next Parliament.
Thank you very much.
God bless.
Thank you.